Hi everybody, this is Team 2, and for our Python final, we decided to build a baby name generator. This is a brief agenda of what we're going to discuss today. So for our team introductions, my name is Amelia Skorupski. I'm a finance major and an entrepreneurship minor, and I am a junior.
Hi, I'm Jill Lansone. I'm an accounting major, and I'm also a junior.
Hi, my name is Quinn. I'm also an accounting major. I'm a junior, and I'm a theology minor.
Awesome. So for our integration of an API, we parsed through the several different options that we had, and we found that all of the available APIs out there didn't give us a really extensive list of baby names, and our idea was that building this project, we could allow users to tailor towards certain characteristics or things that were linked to their families. So we used OpenAI's GPT-4 model to build a baby name generator that would respond to these specific qualities inputted by the user. This accounted for preferences like uniqueness or cultural origin, honestly, whatever the user wanted to specify for, and then allowed for greater flexibility in a tailored experience to the user as compared to like your typical Google search that would come up with a traditional name list.
Okay, on to a quick application overview. We know there's a lot of stress associated with having a new child, and one way to mitigate that is helping pick a name. We're really proud of the personalized name generation. There were options to include family names or generate a name based on personality traits or qualities such as Italian Catholic or kindness. The AI-powered suggestions allow for there to be many different options, and you can run through it multiple times if you're not happy with what you have. There's also the option to include a middle name with the similar meaningful options with the personality traits as with the first name. The application also has a user-friendly flow with dialogue prompts.
Moving on to reflections, what we learned is how one to work with APIs, including making authentic and meaningful prompts, and the importance of the user experience and making sure that that is a priority while making these prompts, because really baby name is really important for the parents, so this really lets you tailor towards that. Some of the challenges we face is one, the AI program ended up being a lot pickier than we expected. A lot of times we thought we were giving it really specific prompts, but it ended up coming up with answers that weren't what we wanted, like multiple names, or just were giving us other words alongside it. So it's really important that we make the prompts super specific. Also, structuring the logic to handle all the paths was pretty challenging, and then also managing the limits and securing the API key. Also, trying to make sure that we weren't making it too expensive because we were running through OpenAI or anything like that. Those are all challenges we faced. Some of the things we would do differently is one, we would have a more expansive game plan going into it because we ended up switching our ideas around a lot, which is the natural part of the process. But it would have probably been easier if we just fleshed out the whole idea before we started. Also, if we researched more AI better, because OpenAI ended up being super picky with some of the prompts, as I mentioned before. So we could have used another program, which might have been easier in the end.
So our biggest takeaway was that writing code is just as difficult as imagining the code that we were trying to create. We noticed that as we were building out our project, it was really hard to simultaneously work on the file because it would update at different times and indents would get all messed up. So we realized we had to have one driver and then two others kind of communicating and working through ideas and researching solutions. So going forward, it's really important to understand like how to communicate code as well as write it and implement it. Now for our live demo.
Hi, so I'm going to be demonstrating how you can choose your baby name based on the simulator. So we're going to start here. Just this takes a while. Let's say the baby's a girl. Just because this is timely, we'll put Rossetti. Let's say no family name. Yes, we would like certain qualities. And also, if you mess this up, all of this is user-friendly, so you can always go back. Let's say yes. Let's say Catholic and Italian. How beautiful. So, Julia Rossetti. But guess what? Your baby is a superhuman too, so we added that little fun part because who wouldn't want to know what their baby's superpower is? And then if you're happy with this selection, you can say yes. If not, it'll prompt you to restart. And would you like to find a middle name? Yes. Family name? No. Let's also do qualities for this. And so we can do Italian again, maybe strength this time. And what a beautiful name. So if you want to keep playing, you can keep replay it. You can play again in a loop, or if not, no, and there'll be a goodbye message. So thank you for watching.